What is up, everybody? It is Tog here, and this isn't really going to be much of a normal video. I know I said I wouldn't upload until October, but what can I say? I missed y'all. In order to fill the void in my heart while I'm away, I definitely have been working. I've been preparing, I've been setting up, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm working on a series right now for late next year that I won't mention what it is or what it will be, but I'm excited for it to arrive. But in the meantime, I want to give everybody some knowledge about what is to come for this year. I know this video is long, and that's because I ended up completing the Zetsubo no Shima Easter Egg, if you can believe it. I was pretty impressed with myself, I can't lie, because it was... How do I do this again? Oh yeah. Because I did it on my first try. As soon as I read how to do everything, I ended up completing it. So that was pretty cool. I completed it on July 7th of this year. That was pretty awesome, but I did kind of want to record it. I just thought it would take me a lot longer to complete because I struggled so much on Dreisendrach, but this one wasn't that bad. I do feel kind of bad that I didn't record it. It was just on a Sunday and I was vibing, having a good time playing Zetsubo no Shima. I was playing as Richtofen. I haven't played a game since, so that's why you see him right there, but I was able to do it. After some thought, I was like, well, I guess I could record it. The only thing is, since I'm recording so much now, I don't really think I'd have that much space on my laptop, but I have space on one of my recording devices. I have two of them now. I'll explain that more so later this year. But since I do believe in the element of surprise, I do think that I will list 3 of these videos as a secret, and then I'll talk about why this video is long. Today is September 9th that this is going up, and I'll discuss that a little bit in a bit. The first video that will be coming out this year in the fall is October 5th, Old School Zombies Black Ops 1 Nacht der Untoten. On October 12th, it will be Old School Zombies Black Ops Verrückt, Part 1 of 3. Then on the 19th, it will be Black Ops Verrückt Old School Zombies Part 2 of 3. And on the 26th, it will be Old School Zombies Black Ops Verrückt Part 3 of 3. I decided that in order to slightly switch up what the Old School Zombies has looked like, I'm going to be splitting up the Black Ops maps into parts. And that was just because originally I was going to upload all 4 of them in the month of October, because I thought it was like scary, but if you think about it, like the scariest map of them all is Verrückt, and I might as well just drag it out for the rest of the year, just because I have other uploads in the meantime, and I think it'd be too soon to finish Old School Zombies like that, especially because I haven't finished a lot of the other ones, such as Ascension onwards, but I think I would like to make all of those as they were before, as complete videos that will be very, very long, and hopefully very, very good. However, with that being said, I believe that there are some of you out there who may not be willing to give Old School Zombies a chance because the videos are so long, and so I want to see if I can convince you that it's better. Well, we'll see. If I can't convince you, then I would love to hear that feedback, and if you think it's better in parts, then fine. They're gonna be like 15 to 20 minutes long, and then in November, well, one step at a time. Those videos are going to be shorter, but it's going to be one complete game. That's usually how I record the videos and edit them anyway, because my laptop prefers if the videos are broken up into parts, and then I just combine them at the end. And then there's one secret upload on October 31st, as well as Halo Wars Exile. So if you've seen any of those videos, I uploaded them in November of 2022. That was a pretty fun series for me. I was working on it all year, but I didn't do the last map, Exile, because I was kind of scared of that map. I don't really like the nasty little critters on the map, but I think Halloween is a good time to face your fears, and I think another part is like Exile is kind of scary, but it's a really good opportunity for growth. And after reading Romeo and Juliet last November, I don't know, I thought it was nice to see what fear of exile can do to a man. In the month of November, on November 9th, will be Black Ops Shinonuma Old School Zombies Part 1 of 2. November 16th will be a secret upload, and on that day, I will also mention 3 new series I'll be beginning in 2025. I'll mention the starting dates for that before I engage with that video. On November 23rd, happy birthday, Jason, that will be the Fortnite Battle Royale Solo Drops Part 2, and I will be playing as... yeah, I guess I could say that. I'll be playing as 3 female characters, and that would be, if I can remember this right, well, I'll definitely be playing as Aphrodite 3rd, and I'll be playing as the Chromatica Lady Gaga skin 2nd, and I'll be playing as Lynx 21st. I think it was the complete suit for that one. And then on the 30th will be the second part of Black Ops Shinonuma. Moving forward to December, I will be uploading Black Ops Derice Old School Zombies Part 1 on the 7th, Black Ops Derice Old School Zombies Part 2 on December 14th, and Black Ops Old School Zombies Derice Part 3 of 3 on December 21st. And then on December 25th, that's Christmas, I'll be uploading a Skyrim Get Rich Quick Schemes Never Work Christmas special. That one will be very near and dear to my heart. I'm excited to complete that one. That'll be in the coming months. And then on the 28th, I have another secret upload. So that's what it's going to look like for the rest of the year. I hope you will join me for that journey. I think it'll be very exciting. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded, and these channels do seem dead when no uploads come up, but I still have videos up. I just haven't been uploading new ones, and I know everyone likes the new thing, but there are some hidden gems out there. You just gotta find them. But I'm excited to continue to create those hidden gems because time just keeps going on. In the meantime, I'm not gonna be face camming this next part of the game. As you can see, I have the gate worm there, but I decided to upload this video today because, as you can see, on a remote island in the Pacific, a mysterious facility hides the secret behind Division 9 sinister experiments. And I'm sure we're all familiar with Group 935. Bound together by a fragile alliance, our heroes pursue the scattered remnants of Group 935 to their mountaintop fortress in the Austrian Alps. So we know Group 935 as being the group that Dr. Ludwig Maxis and Dr. Edward Richtofen were part of that created the zombies in the first place, but Division 9 is another group based in Japan that experimented with 115 as well. And this map, I mentioned that I really like this story, I think I have, of this map, and so I guess I got a little ahead of myself because it wasn't as difficult, but it's a very tedious, long map. So I figured in order to portray this, but not take away time from editing the other videos, some for this year, but mostly for next year and onwards, I'll record the gameplay alone, and then once I complete the Easter egg, I will hopefully have received my Deadshot Daiquiri or Deadshot Daiquiri perk bottle. I'll show that, and I'll finish the game after the opening and closing cutscenes of this map. So hope you enjoy that and are interested to see the rest of my videos this year, as well as are curious to see what it's like to see me game without face and without cutting. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Take it easy, Tack.
I'm sorry. I don't speak Japanese.
The object in your hand? It's gonna bring you nothing but pain. Believe me, I know.
I am an envoy of the Emperor himself. I am no traitor!
Close.
Yes, a little too close.
We must go now.
The island, home to Division 9's research facility. Their work is perhaps even more twisted and unnatural than that of Group 935. I almost admire them. The ruins of the ancients. Our journey to locate our lost warrior begins. Insta-kill! I do feel a little guilty about what is about to happen. Isn't there some kind of OC thing about this? If memory serves, which is not always guaranteed, this facility sought to investigate the mutation effects of 115 upon a variety of biological specimens. Sounds like fun. Now would be a good time to drop some ammo. Hello? I'm really quite low on ammo. This may be worth scientific analysis. Most likely not. operate. I really should find a broom and a person to sweep it for me. Division 9 were far from incompetent. We should be able to restore it partial power somehow. You'll not be cocooned! They rise and squirm like worms beneath a focused magnifying glass. I must be careful. A few stray bullets could leave my bucket riddled with holes. There we are, the second switch. Now where was that master? We must venture deeper into the twisted depths of Division 9's facility. Nothing is insignificant. Even the things that are unimportant. With enough effort, you really can do amazing things. Speaking allegorically, blowing away the cobwebs is something of a specialty for me.
I've seen my... This was not it!
What? You want me to kill you? Well, if you insist. Power can only be restored once the generator is operational.
Double points!
I'm bleeding. I need a doctor. Oh, wait, I am a doctor. It looks as though no one has touched this power switch in a long time. It really is quite filthy. The viscosity of this liquid leaves me feeling slightly queasy. my burden not great enough? Do not look surprised. Your death was inevitable. I would calculate my chances of survival without ammo, but it would only depress me. This looks useful. If not, I can always destroy it. I will recover from this minor setback. My lack of ammo will not diminish my spirit. You are nothing to me. No ammo? I suppose it was only a matter of time. I wonder, just how big was the mama spider who spawned you? Pity they are so fragile. I would relish the opportunity to dissect such a specimen. Max ammo! For me? You really should have! This is support of Group 935. Division 9 took human experimentation to a different level. Fascinating creature. I should like to examine its corpse when we are less busy. No wonder the stench of death hangs heavy on this island. I warn you, do not touch me! Nein, das ist ungut! My initial diagnosis isn't good. Rather than fighting, why don't you lick my boots first? I'd love to read the research notes behind your creation. In both victory and defeat. You lost! You totally lost! I'm actually quite skeptical about the effectiveness of Division 9's weapons.
Can we please stop with all the poking? I do not enjoy such unclean hands upon me!
Consciousness.
Your overconfidence is deeply misplaced. That's a whole lot nastier than I expected. I refuse to tolerate your irritating presence any longer! Can you please stop with that? I have more pressing matters to attend to. I have come too far to turn back now.
Double points! As is often the case, my genius continues to attract new patrons. Consider yourself fortunate that I, Dr. Edward Richtofen, choose not to prolong your suffering. Where was that altar? It was here. It was somewhere.
Got to be honest, my lack of ammo is a little disheartening. If you have torn my uniform, I will be very angry. I am no stranger to a lack of ammo.
Chopped groins, just like those in the First War. down that hatch, as they say. We must not anger him. He will not like us if we anger him. I am the fan of the touches and the biting. Yes! This doctor is not taking no piss. Perhaps one day we will not need bullets. Today is not that day!
In the dark that I can see is something frightening, alive in something kind. And they were orange, and they were hazel, and lovely powder, but now they're sable. All because I keep growing dead flowers now, and the wind is blowing up, burning down around me.
One wonders, which came first? These ruins was a meteor containing element 115.
Behind me and falling down around me. The leaves are falling and they're calling out my name, and all the birds that once were singing are now screaming out in pain. That I can feel the fruit is ripening, but it's rotten to the core. They'll rhyme and
You'll be amazed by the depth of the pockets in this uniform. I'm constantly delighted by what I find in them. That was more than a tickle! No ammo already? My nose, my mouth, my eyes, my every sense has been tainted.
blood isn't running, isn't pumping in my heart, and when I sing
I have learned to be content with whatever is in front of me.
I'm just screaming in the dark, and now I feel the wind is blowing and they're growing old.
Insta-kill! Trust me, I'll be in and out quick. Be still! Reaper's skull may eviscerate our enemies, but the secrets it illuminates, that is what concerns me most. Something in the swamp has awoken. Sorry, I'm not your kind of doctor. You really need a cosmetic surgeon. The creature takes form before us! Hello? Perhaps now would be a good time to drop some ammo. Considering my allies' collective incompetence, this shield is something of a comfort. Someone really should have called an exterminator a long time ago. I do not die here. I do not die now. This I know with absolute certainty. I can't even remember what this is. Fall before the power of the Ancient Ones! Not ammo! Surely all this ammo has to come from somewhere! Slowly we peel back the onion's layers. We will need to drain the water if we are to gain access to the machine. Things could be worse. Give it a few minutes. I'm sure they will be. Not ammo! It seems I will not be dying today! This pleases me! Success! Small success, but success nonetheless. I must say, it never occurred to me to utilize 115 in the ways that Division 9 has. Not that I'm jealous or anything.
I am a doctor, not a botanist. That's people, not plants.
Just remember, my Bloom. I tend to you only for my own selfish reasons.
My nasal passages have been violated. The swamp creature is here. We need a strategy, quickly. Kill it! We should kill it!
A marvelous invention. My nostrils thank you.
I hear you! You really don't have to shout! Fit to breathe the same air anymore.
Double points!
Such basic mathematics are easy.
It's a little bit like a snake, but a vegetable one.
No ammo? Already? I bask in the intense heat of their fiery torment. This tastes chunkier than I remember. suggest a very long rest. Surgery is closed. What secrets will be revealed this time? It's immobilized! So I'm rid of you. The foul reek lingers still. Oh my! Such an efficient implement of death! That is a particularly large specimen indeed. Dempsey can be over the moon! Actually, that's important. It is not by chance that we happen upon this thing. Insta-kill! I've written you out a new prescription. It's very short. It's not so bad if you close your mouth, and nose, and eyes, and ears, and paws.
I wish I had a change of clothes. I've been wearing these pants for several years. was good. Now what? Our once tiny flower appears to have developed a taste for flesh. I'm not sure. Was this division line experiment a failure or a success?
Surrounding the doctor is not an experiment. It is your death sentence. You are the real weeds.
Double points!
Opportunity comes only rarely. We would be insane not to seize it.
Insta-kill! Yes! I prefer my kills a little more drawn out.
What do you hope to achieve by slapping your claws at me?
If memory serves me, this will be useful. Who am I kidding? Memory doesn't serve anyone.
I did not enjoy that! Not even a little bit!
It's looking a little bit overgrown over there. All good things must come to an end. Now you weren't good, but at least you were a thing.
What's taking you so long? Why don't you just hurry up and grow?
Is there no end to this senseless slaughter? I mean,
Is there no end to this senseless slaughter?
it's always a good idea to carry protection. Everyone knows that.
We shall not speak of this again.
This isn't so bad. Or is it? Once again, those things important only to a child seem to follow us on our journey. Electricity is a dangerous mistress. I know only too well. It will take mere moments for me to reach my destination. Unless something goes catastrophically wrong, of course. I'm sure the parts necessary to repair this archaic contraption are around here somewhere. Ironic that your death comes from life itself. You really should have. Seem to be suffering from an epidemic. An epidemic of death! time, Mind Blossom, I will let you off as a stern warning. Don't do it again. It's the little things that matter. There will be consequences if you do not bear fruit. Und ja, I am friendly. How can you not appreciate such an incendiary performance? Stop screaming! It can't possibly hurt that much! Just so you know, I've already studied the fragility of the undead tissue. I've got to be honest, my lack of ammo is a little disheartening. Hello? I'm really quite low on ammo. I can't remember my first experience with this. Or this anything. You are nothing but dirt. Dirt beneath my feet! The hybridization of organic vegetation and synthetic technology really deserves recognition as its own field. I call it orvegasinology. Orvegasinology. May this light protect me! It seems this little spider has a secret. Feel free to quench your thirst, Spider. According to some, spider webs are immensely strong. But look! I'm tearing right through them without even trying! I wonder if the spiders weave these webs to warn us, or perhaps even protect us. Unlikely, but I'm trying to be optimistic. Now all I need are some willing test subjects. Or unwilling. I'm not fussy. Surely all this ammo has to come from somewhere! I hear you! You really don't have to shout! Must not anger him. He will not like us if we anger him. See? I will not be dying today! This is me! Goodbye, specimen 16,000,001! I will always remember you! Oh, sorry! I've forgotten you already! I would like to say a short prayer for the fallen creature. Amen. I hope no one's feeling squeamish because this is going to be very messy. This one is an acquired taste. The operation was a complete success. Your head has been removed! I'm just going to start this thing spinning, then walk away. It's the responsible thing to do. What I chew only to secure a better tomorrow. Remember, Edward, we do not swallow, we do not poop. I will have to watch my footing more closely in the future. No, wait, that's just an excuse. This drink stimulates my senses. All of them! Ugh. Sometimes it makes my eyes water. I hope Nikolai does not follow my bad example. I really shouldn't gulp it all down at once. I was very thirsty. Now I am very hungry. For blood! Are these machines some kind of riddle, Dr. Monty? These huge, oversized, and recently hatched eggs are not important. Just ignore them for the time being. I believe we are close. Close to Takeo. Max ammo! Ah, Dempsey will be over the moon!
Actually, that's in poor taste. Sorry.
So many flavors. So many powers. What can I hunt this time?
I think we are going to have to kill it.
I am sorry. Sorry that you will never bloom.
I guess it didn't like being touched there!
Something in the swamp has awoken. I'm not sure. Was this Division 9 experiment a failure or a success?
Surely all this ammo has to come from somewhere!
Fascinating creature.
I should like to examine its corpse when we are less busy.
I told you not to make him angry!
recognize them. Almost as though they were my own. Takeo Musaki. I did not believe I would find you in such a place. I was a warrior. I fought many great battles for the glory of our nation, for the honor of the dying samurai spirit. I was a hero. I share this memory. I have lived many of the same victories. I later learned that my victories were unwelcome. His betrayal was driven by petty jealousy. He knew I could endure anything, that I feared not even my own death. Punishment is one thing. This is cruelty. Who could be so evil as to desire another soul to endure such suffering? Who amongst us could be so dishonorable? Are you so blinded by your own loyalty? The orders came from the Emperor himself. My life, my path, was built upon a lie. This realm may have been corrupted and consumed by evil, but we possess the power to change things. A better tomorrow is only possible if we blow away the ashes of the past. None of us choose the means by which mercy will find us. But I am at peace. I understand what must be done. Will you be my kaishakunin? It is my honor.
A chain of events that must be set in motion. Call it our insurance policy, in case we don't like where we end up.
What is up, everybody? It is Tog here. If you watched that entire gameplay without commentary, good for you. And if you didn't, good for you as well. If you just skipped to the end to watch the cutscene and see this now, that's awesome. Do whatever works for you. So that was I believe, my 5th attempt after the completed attempt as Richtofen on July 7th. This weekend, I thought I could do it quickly, and I was not doing it that well. This was definitely the best game I had, even though there were some games where I did it pretty quickly. There were some games that I died kind of early. There was a bunch of different types of games, but I'm glad that it was this one. I felt more free. I felt like in the other ones I was still not super certain. I felt very sure this time. I know for the Horizon Easter Egg, I did that on my channel's 4th birthday, and I did plan to do this for the 5th birthday, but I feel like I've talked about the number 5 so often on this channel. If you want to watch something relating to that, you can definitely watch my Old School Zombies 5 video. I think that's one of my favorite videos on this channel because it's not too long and it's pretty funny and it's a good map too. I enjoyed rewatching that a little bit ago recently. So, but I think I wanted to talk a little bit about the number 9, since this is the only time that you hear about Division 9, which is some group here in Japan that was apparently taking Takeo hostage and experimenting with the Earth and things like that. You heard Richtofen, some of his comments about how he almost envies their work since he used to be a part of Group 935 and they did similar sort of twisted experiments to using the element 115 to manipulate and become more powerful. But they both agree that both need to be put down and finished up now. But if you saw that cutscene, it was kind of interesting too. This was like the first time I really got through the whole Easter egg, but I used to watch them on YouTube, and also just the cutscenes in general. So I thought it was really interesting how in the first game, we always heard him talking about how much he works for the Emperor and everything like that, and he finds out that the Emperor was jealous of how much honor and standing he was getting between his comrades. So he tried to put a stop to that and buried him under the earth in the part of that thrasher or something. So that's pretty scary, pretty frightening. I'm just gonna play some zombies now, and I don't know what I'll talk about, but I wanted to... I know what I'll talk about. Hopefully I don't die right now. They should start spawning really quickly. I did use self-medication because I didn't trust myself to survive. Because the last times, I made it to the boss fight the last 2 times, but I think I understood the procedure of it now more than I did, so I'm gonna be able to survive for a good amount of time. The first time I completed the Easter egg, I made it to around 39. We'll try and beat that, but if we don't, it's okay. But yeah, so number 9, it's September 9th that I released this. My idea of the number 9, it's kind of similar to why I thought 4 was a really nice number. It's a perfect square, and so is 9. It's a perfect square of the number 3. If you ever watch like the slam dunk contest or other tournaments, the Olympics are on right now, and I watched...
You are here only to die!
I watched a bit of the men's gymnastics, and I saw Japan take the gold, China fall just short, get the silver, and the US ended up with the bronze. So that was interesting, but I saw the way they scored it, and I think the perfect score would be 10, and then they add however difficult their routine is. And then they add it up, and that's their score. And you notice in the slam dunk contest, they give out 10s like nobody's business if it was a really cool dunk. And it might be all just for show, whereas the gymnastics may be more competitive and more competition, less for the show and everything like that. So in my idea, like, no one is a perfect 10. You know, we say dime, we say that all the time, but like, in my opinion, the only one that's perfect is God. But I'm sure there are plenty of people who can be 9, you know? And like, a 9 is still an A. Even if it's not 100% or anything, and maybe people give a hard time about that, a 9 is still an A, and that's all you really need to get the GPA, except if it's an A minus, whatever, but we don't need to go into that. We'll say that 9 is as close to being perfect without being the absolute perfect. I like that they show Richtofen being a little bit envious of Division 9. Just hearing about the experiments that they did, it seems like they were pretty technologically advanced. Another reason I think that's an interesting connection is I have spoken briefly about the astrological signs on my channel before, and the beginning of September is the Virgo. And if you know what the Virgo constellation is of, it's of a maiden, which is a woman who has not had sex yet. And the most famous of them would probably be the Virgin Mary, perhaps. And it's a bit debated whether or not she was without sin. A lot of people say that it says nowhere in the Bible that she was without sin, but it is very evidently clear that she did not have sex at all, and then she got pregnant, and people like can doubt that or whatever, but the idea is there, right? So she's a pretty important figure in Christianity, especially, and I think she's someone that I pray to. And a lot of people don't, like, there are some Christians who don't believe you should pray to anyone other than God, but I believe in spirits, so... Oh, hell! What?
That actually worked out?
I don't need it anymore. Well, maybe if on my last life, I can get 6 perks now. Because that's what that empty perk bottle is. I didn't know that existed, or how it even worked. I thought it should have been a free perk bottle, but it's just, it just allows you to buy a 5th perk, as you probably saw through the gameplay. But yeah, so I'm just excited to play this through, and I thought those were some interesting points that I wanted to bring up, but...
No ammo? I suppose it was only a matter of time.
The biggest reason, although there are more reasons why I didn't record commentary during that gameplay, is because I knew it was going to be kind of long. So these are the 3 main reasons, but I'll list them in order of reason for real. The first of them is I just don't think there's enough for me to talk about it. With the Horizon video, I knew there was so much I wanted to get off my chest and share it with my viewers who are willing to sit through a 5-hour long video. I sat through that video, and I loved it. I enjoyed making it. I didn't expect it to be 5 hours long. I thought it would be more like 2.5 to 3. But there will be more videos of that length on this channel, so be on the lookout for that. You don't have to stay for all of it, but if you ever want to like look at some, but I'll have plenty of shorter videos along the way as well. The second main reason is I'm working on a lot of things right now, and I wanted to upload this in September, which is less than 2 months away, so I didn't really think it would make a lot of sense to give myself a whole lot more work.
That's surrounding me. A accomplishes nothing.
We'll see how long I'm gonna have to edit this. So I'm just gonna try to zip through the rounds, but like I said, I have 3 full lives with all these perks, so.
I'll be in without quick. Great. Instead of a regular old swamp creature, we get to deal with a super angry swamp creature. Go team. Yeah.
So this Thrasher is what they're called. They tend to get angry if you look at them for too long, as well as if you shoot them too much. So there is a trial of the ancients that says that you have to kill a Thrasher or a mutated zombie before he becomes enraged. You just have to kill him really freaking fast before you look at him for too long or you shoot him too much.
Quick, before someone changes their minds.
I used the Call of Duty wiki, I think I mentioned, to figure out how to do a lot of the things on this map.
Sorry that you will never bloom.
If you want, Alright, so yeah, this is another. I did have a little bit of stuff I wanted to talk about right now, though, so that's why I figured I'd give myself enough time. So, and it has to do with my identity. As I've mentioned before, I've erased a lot of videos from my channel, and after a certain point, I did. After a certain point, I did start saving him, and that's why I was able to post a lot of the ones that I did erase on my archives, which is just a separate channel that I made. But the very first videos I made, it was a series called Casual Chronicles, where I played Black Ops 3 Chronicles with commentary, but I didn't have an editing software at the time, so it looks exactly like what you just saw in this channel, except I had a voiceover, and this time I decided not to.
Examine its corpse when we are less busy.
And I figured I wanted to try to. I had thought about how I wanted to make this video, and I was gonna make it in a similar way as the For Your Birthday. Just make it really long and figure it out, but it is a lot of thinking, it is a lot of focus you have to do with these Easter eggs, especially doing them by yourself. And I also, like, I did my own research, sure, but I always like to watch speedrunners complete these Easter eggs as fast as they can. And I am not a speedrunner, in the same way that I'm not a streamer. At first, I would go by the title of content creator, but now I officially think it's better to just go as a YouTuber. Because my main platform will always be YouTube. I really, really like to edit my videos to make them more unique. Not unique, I feel like I've been overusing that word. More me. They look exactly like I would want a video to look. So I appreciate having that power with not only filming myself play and adding my own cuts, but also just like adding my own personality to it and the faster pace. Sometimes a bit of inspiration, I will admit.
One day we will not need bullets. Today is not that day.
Is Rick and Morty, believe it or not. I really enjoy how fast-paced that show is. The jokes land very quickly, things change very rapidly. I'm sure people have very different views on that show. It is a very controversial show, but I find it freaking hilarious, and I also find it very intelligent, even up until the most recent season, which is, I believe, season 7. I'm completely caught up. And I really, really enjoy watching it. It's really funny. I'm going to keep watching it. I'm glad they're still working on it, even with all the controversy that's been surrounded with one of the writers. It looks like it's going to keep going on, but
Calculate my chances of survival without ammo, but it would only defend me.
I think it's clever. I think it battles difficult topics.
I prefer my kills a little more drawn.
And although I no longer partake in smoking weed, it was a show that I feel like was very popular among that community. And I definitely used to watch those episodes while under the influence of weed. But you know, it's sometimes difficult to like catch everything. You know, it might be fun in some stupid way, but I think I'm enjoying it more in the smart way now, and I think the more recent seasons do more justice in that regard. I have not hit the box this game, so maybe for my third gun I could try to do that.
I do not enjoy that, not even a little bit. We should try to hurt it while it is stunned.
That would probably be smart, because my Impaler is continuously running low on ammo. And I haven't double packed much to yet, and that might have to be let go.
tell you that you're very, very ill.
In fact, it's
Okay, back to Casual Chronicles. So that I deleted those videos because I didn't want my channel to be without editing. I don't want to upload videos that don't involve editing anymore. And I thought it would be fitting to do my last video without edits. Well, I'm going to edit this part, of course, but with this little lunar shift controller, I'm putting it into retirement. I haven't filmed a video with it in a very long time, ever since Rebirth, Redemption, and Revelations, and the extras for A Plague Tale Innocence Chapter 10 was done with the stellar shift controller, and this one, oh my goodness, and this one was done with the lunar shift, and the moon, I know, I'm just blabbing, but I hope some of this interacts with you in a way that maybe you can take into your life or relate to, because the moon is a very symbolic thing. It's something that's supposedly unattainable, and that's why there's like that whole idea that we, the United States and the Russians with, no, the Russians were the first on the moon, to put an asteroid in space with Sputnik, and maybe there was someone who was on the moon first or something. I don't know. An episode of Better Call Saul, I'm pretty sure it was, Season 6, Episode 6, potentially they speak about the First Lady on the moon, too.
diminish my spirit.
Apparently it is attainable now, but you see it in a lot of depictions being something inattainable, something perfect, so I think it's fitting to let this controller go after this one. And also, I mentioned that I had to add to my little collection this Deadshot daiquiri. So there it is. It looks amazing. I honestly very much enjoy this one. I like it a ton. And I think it's the color. It almost has like a dark purple instead of a black color like I was always expecting it, you know. Well, the cap is very much that dark black color, but the drink itself looks kind of purple. And I did donate my Stellar Shift controller. I mean, it was a trade-in, so I got a couple back for it, but I guess I'll leave this right here on my desk. Even though you won't be able to see it, I'll be able to see it. It'll be in my view.
I will recover from this minor setback.
The only way to get Deadshot Daiquiri in this game is to, complete the Easter egg or get a perkaholic or something. So I could have used one of my perkaholics, but I didn't really. I don't know. I kind of like the challenge. I like the uniqueness of the empty perk bottle ability. So they allow you to get 5 perks on this map. I don't know if it's because it's more challenging or something or what, but I appreciated that a ton.
Calm yourself, Horn. I'll get to you in time. Do you mind? I have better things to do.
I'm pretty sure that these weapons were only on this map, and they're pretty good, and they're kind of fun. I don't know, they're not my style, but if I can't get anything too good in really recently, I might hold on to them and tackle punch them.
No ammo! I suppose it was only a matter of time.
That was like, I've mentioned oh, I don't have a shield. I've mentioned that I really enjoy playing. Oh my god, I almost traded out the Masamune. That I really like playing zombies, and that's my favorite game, but the videos for zombies are just insanely long, and that's why I'm glad I completed that old school zombie series. It's gonna take me a lot of time to edit, because like I said, that is a very high priority for me to do. I have a really good system for it now that I think will make it more efficient and without sacrificing quality, which is very important to me. I've become much more skilled at editing. I've found that I can make more edits with less run-throughs, so I'm going over it less times than I used to. But I'm able to create more videos that way if I make sure that the edits that I do complete are well done. So yeah, it's gonna be a pretty exciting time for this channel. I'm really eager to see where I am a year from today. I just think there's gonna be so much coming out. I don't know. I'm excited to be where I will be a year from now, but I also want to see how I close out 2025 as well. That is something that I'm really looking forward to, because I'm working on a lot for that time period right now, and I still have.
Smushing undead brains with a shield is very therapeutic, at least for me.
I still have the ability and the time to create those videos and everything, so we'll see how my time gets expended later on in life when more responsibilities begin to arise, but for now I'm having a really good time
Failure or a success?
making the most out of the time that I have.
Just out of curiosity, what vegetable are you most similar to?
I do hope to record and upload the Gorod Krovi Easter egg and the Revelations Easter egg and the Shadows of Evil Easter egg in its own time. It may be a very long time before doing that. I'm not rushed for it anymore. This was something I was kind of rushed to do because I do think the release dates of some of these videos are very meaningful, but I don't see the Gorod Krovi Easter egg being super meaningful as a date unless I were to do it on the 6th birthday, just because like I've mentioned for the 5th commandment being thou shalt not kill / murder, the 6th one is thou shalt not commit adultery, so I think that would be a pretty fitting one for Nikolai. But I would want to do that one with my friends from the Zambies crew, although I don't think we're going to call it the Zambies crew anymore. I'm going to see if I can come up with another name, or if it even needs a name. Because we don't really call them Zambies anymore. We used to just say, you guys want to play some Zambies? And it was kind of fun. Maybe it'll make a comeback, but I don't really see it happening. Plus, we're like expanding our horizons, you know? Over time, like, these games can get sort of repetitive. Black Ops 6 is coming out in the next month, and a little bit more than that. And I don't think I'm going to be purchasing it because I don't have a Series X yet. I would like to get one in the future for better quality and for more wider library of games. But since I still have things that I want to complete on this previous generation, I'm not super rushed to do that. But it is something that I hope to do. So when that happens, if Black Ops 6 ends up being a hit, then I'm down for it. But I've learned to not just trust that games are going to be really good right out the gate, because sometimes they take time, and it's different when my life revolved around, you know, Call of Duty and zombies, like when Black Ops 2 came out. But now there's a lot more games to enjoy, and I want to make sure that I'm giving them all the time that they're due. Let me see if I can Pack-a-Punch the Man of War twice, and then I'll Pack-a-Punch the Impaler again. And we'll see from there. Although I would love to share what I'm working on right now, I think a lot of times the element of surprise is valuable and useful. So that's why I think for those who maybe...
will not be enough for the battle ahead. I fear nothing will be.
I think it's very difficult to end up wanting...
I am unsure, uncertain.
I'm not a big fan of spoilers. I know some people are. People close to me happen to be for some reason, so they may be the ones who skip to the end of this video just to watch the cutscene. But I think sometimes it cheapens the journey when you already know what's going to happen at the end. So I did that. Now that I think about it, I watched the cutscene before completing the Easter egg, so maybe I'm a little bit of a hypocrite there. It was when I was a sophomore in high school and I was starting to lose a little bit of the interest in zombies, and I think the reason for that was mostly, honestly, because when I was playing Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, they would release everything for the Xbox before the PlayStation, and then they switched it. So it was very difficult for me to like just sit around and wait while there's a lot of zombies out there. And these maps were... These maps are very advanced, and they're interesting, and people love to call Black Ops 3 the most complete zombies experience. And, like, it is, like, pretty complete, like, if you want to use that word, but I still would, like, I could live without Black Ops 3. I could not live without Black Ops 1. I could live without Black Ops 2, but I ended up enjoying Black Ops 2 a lot. Black Ops 1, I think, was like the perfect game. We'll see how they continue to advance. I feel like because it becomes more and more complicated and advanced, like there's more to do. But as I'll speak in later videos, it's not. I don't really always think that having more to do makes a game better. Sometimes like I just want to play a quick game and then move on with my day. Like a lot of times, like especially Call of Duty, they thrive at making all the camos like really difficult to get and making you feel super accomplished if you're able to get all of them. But, like, I don't know, but, I mean, that's up to me. Like, if I had the time, I used to really like playing multiplayer, so it's been harder for me to, like, choose to do that. Maybe I'll try it again and like look to get one gun like golden. It's just like if you want like the diamond, you have to get all of the SMGs, and then it like loses the special. I like when there was like you had your own staple and your own. I don't know. Maybe in the future they'll have something there. But I was recently watching Alt-Shift-X because House of the Dragon is going on right now. The second season has not ended yet, but apparently it's only going to be 8 episodes, which is crazy. So I just saw the 7th one last night. I thought it was really, really good, really, really interesting. But I watched Alt-Shift-X's review of episode 6, and in my redemption video, I spoke briefly about how Alt-Shift-X, like when I was playing Zombies on 5, I spoke briefly about how I didn't like that Alt-Shift-X would make such good analyses because they read the books, that it almost felt like I was spoiling the show for themselves because their predictions were so freaking accurate. But interestingly enough, they said that when I was watching that video, I decided I was just curious. They said that they were not going to include spoilers for future episodes. I'm like, dang, it's almost like you heard me. So that's why I like to put my voice out there, whether they hear it from here or from the ether. It's kind of cool to think about how just putting your thoughts out there can see them implemented. There were some slight things that I learned that I probably wouldn't have learned if I hadn't seen the video, but you know, that's part of the risk. I don't know if I'll engage as much, but I'm happy that he and whoever else works on that channel is still thriving and enjoying making videos, because I think there was a time where they stopped enjoying it. Another thing in current events is Eminem released his The Death of Slim Shady Coup de Grace album, which Spotify labeled as his 12th studio album, which I believe includes Infinity, which I've never heard because it's not on Spotify, but I'm sure I'll listen to it when the time is right. But I always like to think about those who are first will be last, even though I know that's not how they necessarily mean it. I think there's many ways it can be applied, so maybe that'll be the last album of his that I listen to. But we'll see if he keeps up. I'm dead. Oh, nice. That was pretty sleek. But the song Fuel, it has JID or JID in it, and I like him. He was on Dreamville. I forget what song, but he's got some good music in there. But I really like the idea of that song, because it basically says, like, what the fuck you gonna do if I don't run out of fuel? Because that's one of the things I admire most about Eminem, other than I just enjoy his music, is his longevity. That is something I strive to be like as well, and why I feel very confident in the success of my channel, is because I'm just gonna try to outlast everyone else, and like, what are you gonna do on my competition, per se? I welcome competition, by the way, as I mentioned in my 4-year anniversary video. My 4-year birthday, I should call it. I like calling it a birthday. I like giving it its own identity and persona, and giving it a soul. I saw an interesting commercial. I don't know which car company it was that was, but they said, we give it the metal, and you give it the soul. And I feel that way about the car that I lost a little year ago. I named it Ted, after the character in Breaking Bad, who I will not mention him in case you want to watch the show. I think it's an incredible show that is very much worth watching. And I think Ted's character is pretty interesting and funny. And it shows how naivety can be pretty bad sometimes, and pride and stuff like that. I think his closest character in Better Call Saul is Howard Hamlin, but feel free to argue with me in that. I'm gonna keep the comments open on this video. I don't know that I always did. I didn't have comments available on my 3rd birthday and my 4th birthday videos because I talked about some very like difficult topics, and I didn't want to tempt anybody to like, I don't know. I just think that like for a birthday party or something, you don't want anything to ruin it. As the host, you're always nervous that someone's gonna fucking get too drunk or do something stupid. But I think I'm gonna skip the 5-year birthday special and use this or everything like that and the reason for that is it's gonna be the thick of Far Cry 3's absolute heaven, epitome, top evil. I don't know which of those words applies the most, but I'm using them nonetheless. So I think it would just be good to let that have its glory and everything. I'm really excited. I have not completed recording that yet, but I will have that done. Don't you worry, don't you sweat it. But also, I think it's good to make some birthdays more special than others, because if not, they would all just be like, it ends up being just the passing of time, passing of 1 year. So I'm gonna leave my 3 and my 4th being pretty positive, and we'll see. Maybe the 6th one will be pretty good too. 7th one, we'll see. Probably not gonna do an 8th one, but that's just because I got plans in the future, but we'll see, we'll see. But for me personally, I think the way you know which of your birthdays I'm talking about being better are the ones that you remember. So if you're younger, you probably remember more of them. But for me,
I will not be dying today.
I remember my 19th birthday
Pleases me.
very positively. It was really nice because my fraternity brothers in my pledge class held a little party for me, and it was really cute. One of my friends who I lived with, who went by the alias of Mark in my 3-year birthday special, tried to pie me in the face, and I fucking yeet-yawed that and dodged it. It still kind of got me in the back of the head somehow, but it was pretty cool, and they like wrote my name in beer cans, so it was kind of cute. You know, the Natty Light, but still. It was a good time, and it was the same day as, it was February 21st, 2019, so it was the same day as the Celtics-Lakers game, and Rajon Rondo, when he was on the Lakers at this time of his career, hit a game-winning shot, and a lot of my friends were Celtics fans, so they weren't super happy, but I was just happy to see some good basketball, and I think that's when I came out as not being a Celtics fan to one of my friends, who I won't name, and I haven't spoken about him on this channel, but I don't know. If he can remember this, if he's seeing this, I talk to him a lot. He's a really good kid. He's fucking funny, and he like he lives his life to the full. I appreciate him for that.
More than enough to do.
But where was I going with this? Oh yeah, so that 19th birthday was pretty memorable. My 20th birthday, Jason, who was in the Zombies crew, he helped host a party for me in his dorm. It was like a small party with well, no, I had a good time. That was like right before COVID hit. I got really lucky that my birthday happened before the COVID crisis really took hold and I had to leave college and everything. So I had like those, like Thursday was a good night for pre-gaming and stuff, and so I hung out with somebody who I was really close with at the time.
Well, if you insist.
And now we're like from a distance, you know, our paths went different directions, but I did see the person in question who I just spoke about. I went to his place, and then the next day, which was my birthday was on a Friday that year, so when it hit midnight, I was around that place, and then the following night, I was at Jason's place. So that was fun, but I hung out with different people on both days, so that was like definitely my peak social. Eventually, you start to prioritize your social life less and your personal life more. So it was definitely, I learned a lot from that, and I met a lot of really good people, and it was really fun and enjoyable, but like, this channel wasn't even born at that time. My 21st birthday was amazing as well, and it was much quieter. It was on a Sunday, and I got my roommates and my +1 to watch 8 Mile with me, because I love Eminem, you know? And even though not all of them really like Eminem that much, some of them still watched it with me, and it was really nice to enjoy and like just have a Sunday, like a chill day. My +1 took me out to dinner the day after, so it was like, alright, I paid for half, but sorry to throw that under the bus. But then after that, my 22nd birthday was also sort of memorable, but it was sort of slowing down, where like, it was on Martin Luther King Day, it was President's Day, because Martin Luther King Day's in January. It was President's Day. I was actually born on President's Day in 2000.
That your death comes from life itself.
But my, yeah, so I had a lot of homework, and so I just had a lot of homework, and I couldn't really spend too much time with my friends, but I went to chapter, which for me is good enough. I saw some people. I did some push-ups in the rain, and my handprints were on the ground, and I was just thinking about how, like, when you're a kid, you get your handprint, and your hand's so small, and now my hands are pretty sizable, you know, so...
Just out of curiosity,
Sheesh.
what vegetable are you most similar?
My gas mask is about to break.
The edge ever closer to victory!
But yeah, my 23rd birthday was nice. I watched my Vorkuta video because it was around that time that it came out, but it was pretty down. And my 24th birthday was kind of nice, but I was also just like getting work done. I have a feeling my 25th is gonna be interesting, but I don't think it'll be too special. I think 26 is gonna be a huge birthday. Now going backwards before 19, 18th birthday, you would think, like, not really, like, can't even really remember it. My 17th birthday, like, not really, like, can't really remember it. My 16th birthday, like, not really, can't even remember it. 15th, like, not really, can't really remember it. My 14th birthday, not really, can't really remember. My 13th birthday was fucking awesome. And it was because it started off as the worst birthday ever, because all of my friends were like trying. I don't know how people like surprises, but since I just mentioned that I don't like spoilers, they shit, I might die. Since I mentioned I don't like spoilers, I like surprises. I like surprises. So my friends, I hung out with one of my closest friends ever who gave me the idea for 12 minutes. Even though I haven't. Oh, I'm dead. He gave me the idea for 12 minutes even though I haven't mentioned him. He was like, I was really good friends with him when we were growing up, and then I moved and it was harder to keep in touch, but we would visit. He would visit me, I would visit him, at like plus 2 other people, but he was always the one who I like had the longest conversations with. So he knows me pretty well, and now when we catch up for like 6 hours at a time over the phone. It's just a little bit harder for me to get over back to where I used to live. I hope to find more ways to do that in the future. I'm sure I will. I'm not too concerned. But yeah, he would not. He was the only one I was hanging out with, and everyone else wasn't even talking to me. I had my girlfriend at the time wasn't talking. Was like saying she was busy and all this, and like I was just like, I don't know. I was like really upset and really angry, and then it turns out they were just trying to surprise me, and they totally got me. My family was in on it, and I like couldn't believe it, and it was really fun. It was really amazing. I was really happy about that. I can't remember 12 or 11, but I remember 10, and it's because I got Halo Wars for my birthday, because I wasn't allowed to play M-rated games until I finally got Call of Duty Black Ops 1 when I was 11. I was about to turn 11, but I wasn't 11 yet. But that's probably how I spent my 11th birthday, now I think about it. Most of my birthdays just ended up like getting dominoes or something. That wasn't that special. But my 10th birthday, like, it was just such an interesting, because it was a gift that I didn't ask for. Halo was a game that was usually rated M, and whoever bought it for me, I'm sorry that I can't remember who it was, but I appreciate you, thank you. It was rated T. It was a Halo game that was rated T, and it was probably because there wasn't as much like first person. I guess when it's first person, it's more like you're doing everything, whereas when you're commanding other people to do it, there's like a different level to it, I guess. So, but I ended up really liking that game and spending a lot of time playing it, and that's why I thought it would be really important to showcase on my channel again. And there will be one more Halo Wars video to close that up, and maybe I'll play the campaign. I don't know if I would televise that. There's plenty of other stuff I would want to do. I think I would try to play it by myself and then see. I just don't remember it being that interesting. The reason I liked that game was because of the skirmishes, which is kind of like a lot of Call of Duties. The reason people play it are the multiplayer and the zombies, not always for the campaign, although there have been some pretty memorable campaigns in the past. But I bought Halo Wars 2 at some like retro game shop. I don't even know if it was a retro game. I just like, every time I see a video game store, I just like have to walk in, even if it's just to look around. I saw it on sale for like 15 bucks on disc. I played it and it was like kind of complicated. I never really got into it, but I know I bought it because I want to play it one day. So maybe once I complete the campaign of Halo Wars and I complete that series, I'll see if I have it, so we'll see. But that was cool. Yeah, so I know I'm just kind of like shredding through the rounds, but I have a really good time doing this. That's why I've always mentioned, the reason I created that Casual Chronicles series in the first place was because I felt like Black Ops 3 was just so revolved around Easter eggs and like all these quest-based things that I just like wasn't really that interested in. Like, I would rather the game just be good, like, and fun and enjoyable and difficult, for Christ's sake. Because, like, cool if you can get to around 255, like, I mean, cool, but like not cool. Like, how long does it take you to get there? Like, I guess you can pause the game and everything, but I just like don't have an interest in going that far all the time. So they tried to correct that with Cold War, where they'd give you extra rewards if you exfilled, but then it just became like an unlock simulator. Like, can you unlock everything? Like, cool. I liked the bare bones Black Ops 1, like just shred, die, shred, die, shred, die. I fucking love that. That was close, low-key.
Rise and squirm like worms beneath a focused magnifying glass. Oh, is there anything more relaxing than beating your enemies to death with a shield?
I just wanted like an hour or two and then you die, but like people hated like Moon and Shangri-La sometimes because it was like so ridiculous. Like, how come Jug is only available after like a certain number of rounds when you teleport and it switches off? That's freaking makes it difficult. You die. Getting to round 42, did that recently. That's fucking an accomplishment. That's fucking awesome. I felt so good about doing that. It only took me like about, oh, I'm dead. It only took me about like 3 hours, which compared to like the 4 or 5 hours that it could take for some Cold War games where like my hands and everything, I'm just like, why am I spending all this time doing this? Like, I don't know, something I didn't really like. Even when I'm playing with my zombies friends, especially Max, he really likes to exfil. Like manual exfil, where you just hold a grenade and take it. And I'm like, I get it, and I'm more okay with it now. I just have like a little bit more endurance when it comes to zombies than they do. They like other games more, but I like the idea of surviving until you die. So I didn't need to buy self-medication this time, but I really wanted to be successful. And I love Takio's line about how a warrior takes every advantage he is given. And the idea of like, I should use everything at my disposal if I can. Like, and I know I mentioned I didn't get a perkaholic, but I really didn't think I needed it. And I liked the crawl space for the cannon. I would struggle so much to do that. The aftertaste, I used it just in case. The anywhere but here you need, and the in plain sight I thought was also pretty good. You can also shoot those and they're done.
That's a whole lot nastier than I expected.
It's interesting. Sometimes I can tell my screen goes bright when the Masamune kills all the zombies, so... Oh, Electric Cherry, how I love you. But it takes... there's a delay, like... I always like know that the speed of light is super quick, but it's not infinitesimal, you know? It's not immediate. Like it still has to bounce back. So it's kind of cool to see. Oh, I never picked up this spider bait.
Hello? Perhaps now would be a good time to drop some ammo.
Gimme!
My surgery is closed.
We must harness the spider's power only for good.
I wasn't gonna watch the men's gymnastics, but like, I don't know, it was kind of interesting. And I believe it or not, I tried gymnastics when I was really young, but like, I only went to like a couple classes and I was like, it wasn't really. I wasn't really that interested in it, but a lot of those individual sports, like gymnastics and tennis and golf, and I just like don't have as much. I like depending on other people, but it was the team section, so they actually did need to depend on each other. And I know tennis has those equivalents too, like in high school, but it's just something that was a little bit more foreign to me. So the Olympics are really awesome because you get to learn about a lot of other sports, and it's cool. I think I might have fucked myself. This is fucking awesome, by the way. I in the other attempts I got to use it like very slightly, but like I would also struggle to do it at an early round because if you don't have this like your trials complete, you can't really complete it. Like you can't get the spider bait and it just kind of glitches out. So that took a little bit of time. So honestly, the perfect run was the run that y'all got. So I'm happy it worked out like that. But yeah, this is like fucking funny as fuck. Like it's kind of cool. It's kind of funny. I play so. I didn't expect to beat the Easter egg, but I played it on like the TV I have in the living room. It was kind of cute. So like the reason I ended up watching was because my mom was like interested to like see it. She likes like sports like that are like easier to understand and like so it was kind of, oh shit. But it was funny because like I was playing this out there and I had to show her the spider bait and she thought it was like hilarious. I don't know, it's kind of funny. The things they make up, like it's interesting. There's so much that you don't even find out, like Keynote or Tone. I sometimes see some shorts on YouTube where they announce some Easter eggs where there's like second songs and things like that. Like that's really cool, I think. Yeah, but it made me more excited to watch basketball, which is what I'm keeping up with the most. And it's just cool seeing so many teams be like good now from other countries as well, and like they all have their own identity. It just seems like a really cool thing, like the Olympics. Like you're like wearing your country, like you're wearing the flag, you're wearing like it's just like weird. It's just so different, like identifying in that way when you're so used to identifying with the city. It's kind of cool. I don't think I'll ever be able to participate in one, even if it was esports, because like that's another thing I wanted to mention. Like that run you saw was not a speed run. I was just trying to do it, and I did fail a couple times. So like I am not that perfect person. That is not who I am. But I can add. I feel like I may have shared this, or maybe I haven't, or I've told someone else about it, but like the idea behind entrepreneurship, I took an entrepreneurship class in high school, is that when you're creating your product, which is what you should focus on more, instead of, don't even like think, like it's not really about a business, it's about like, what are you bringing into the world that the world needs? Like they would use this concept called disruptive innovation, which is like you innovate in a way that disrupts, like you just do something different. So I don't really know if I'm doing that in any way with this channel, but what I did take from that class was that if you have a skill, it's not enough. Because a lot of people have that skill, but if you have 2 skills, it's less likely that someone else has that. And if you have 3 skills, it's very, very, very unlikely that someone can match you. Even if someone has something similar, you're not at the threat of someone copying you. Because in that case, you have to be the first one. And as you see with this channel, I publish games that are older because I know them better. Because it takes me time. I'm slow. I'm slower than most. Black Ops 6, like, I'm not gonna upload right away. Maybe I'll upload in the future if I deem it worth uploading. But these games I feel like have earned. They're worth uploading, but I understand because it's true. This game itself, without the Easter egg, might not be as worth uploading as Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. So that's why I'm glad I learned a lot from the experiences of those videos that I no longer have on my channel. Shit, that's...
Before the light, all is revealed.
But I think it's a good way to upload this, and that I don't have to focus on one game only, like even with Fortnite, for example. Some people stick to one thing. But either way, my 3 skills that I think are primarily my ability to speak. I believe that my voice is a very great gift, and my brain, in the sense that I really love to talk. Like, I just really, really enjoy talking for a very long, like, I don't get bored of it. And that's why I need people who are good listeners. Like, I can listen too, but I'm primarily a talker, and I do well with people who are good at listening and like sharing their input in their own ways, but I usually carry a lot of the conversation at times, so that's something for me. My second would be my gaming. I'm pretty good at games, but I'm pretty good at a lot of games. I'm not amazing at any one game, so like I can't be successful by being the best Zombies player, or the best NBA 2K player, or the best FIFA, or EA Sports FC player, but I'm really good at a lot of different games. So if I can learn it and share it with them, then people may like learn my niche or what I like to do, and see that I can have some pretty good clips, I can have some pretty good abilities, but I'll let people judge that for themselves. But my ability to hold a conversation might get people through the door, or in the door. And my third skill is my editing, which is a learned thing. It just takes a lot of practice, but I also have to be good at editing, so. But it's fun. So those are the 3 skills that I try to combine on this channel. I hope to continue to see where it takes me, but it sucks. This Masamune is like using more and more ammo.
You are here only to die.
I gotta make use of Electric Cherry a little more. This is the round I gotta get past. I probably should be able to get past it. But like I said, I don't really like the manual exfil, so I'm probably just gonna go until I die, and we'll see how long that is. On Horizon Drock, the 40s were very, very challenging. And like, the reason it becomes challenging is because I just start to run out of ammo. And I can't rely on my wonder weapon that much. And I have to like, improvise, and I have to trade out the weapon, or find areas on the map that are less congested. Because you see, these zombies just aren't dying anymore. And I'm pretty sure I would die by the Panzers, and like these Thrashers, they mean business, you know? So yeah, like, am I getting around 255? No. Do I want to get to 255? No. I just wanna do the best I can and see how I don't really fully understand this, but it's kinda cool. It's just like fucking awesome. Spider bait. You can't leave if you hold the X button or the square button on PlayStation. but usually I just try to get taken out. You're pretty tough, low-key, but eventually you do get taken out. But in the meantime, I can just get hella kills, you know? Dang, I would love to get that insta-kill. I might have to go around, though. I can buy VMP ammo. I can't buy Masamune or Man of War or Dread Armada ammo. I might buy the HVK. It's not in the best spot, but I like the HVK. It's pretty good. When I used to go high rounds, like the highest round I got to Shadows of Evil, as I've mentioned like a million times, is 49. I did it using the Unspeakable. But after I had a stretch in my life where I found it very difficult to speak, it kind of is a little... I kind of like the high velocity kicker a little more than I like the Unspeakable, so I'm glad there's creative freedom. Come on, Spider, why are you hiding from me? I don't know if there's monkeys on this map. I could try and hit the box a little more. I don't think this round is over yet. Okay, well, this is bad. Wow, they're so nice. Look at them go the other direction. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, well, this may be the end. I'm gonna die in the same round as before. Let me through! Alright, I think this may have just saved my life. What the fuck was that? Alright, well, at least I pack-a-punched. But yeah, there goes my self-medication.
Thank you. Moving on.
I'll try and pull an aftertaste, but I gotta get to the end of the round first. Nothing's really getting kills. I'm gonna have to start using traps. But it's okay, see, I'm going down, like, it just happens, and whether I'm, like, reckless or what, like, I want to die, but I want to be killed. I don't want to just fucking, like, hold a nade, but when I'm with my friends, I gotta do it for them, but when I'm playing solo, I can do whatever I want. So that's another reason I love having this channel, is because I can do whatever the fuck I want, and the right people will find me. Because they'll also like me doing whatever the fuck I want. But just know that I do appreciate your input. If there's things that you want to share that you think are valuable, or that you think you would like to see on my channel, and you don't have the time to do yourself, let me know. Like I said, my friend who I was really close with, I did what he asked me to do. Someone, for example, mentioned that I should play the World at War campaign. I will do that. Just not yet. Because in the same way that I said that I'm planning to listen to Eminem's first ever album, distant in the future, so that it can be the last album of his I ever listened to, I want World at War to be the last campaign I play on my channel. And I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. I think Black Ops 2 is a campaign that I'm going to do and I'm going to complete for sure. I don't know when exactly. Did I get a max ammo? Oh, I must have bought ammo. It'll definitely be after that one. I just don't know if it'll be immediately after that one. I don't think Black Ops 3 is worth playing. I completed it this past year, and I didn't like it. I just didn't think it was very good at all.
I'm not your kind of doctor. You really need a cosmetic surgeon.
Dang, does this not have odds or something? Alright, well, I made it to 40. Let me see if I can pull a aftertaste for my last life after this quick revive goes away, because I don't think you keep... Shit.
It may not be what I really want, but I'm used to such disappointments.
Especially because where that place that you get teleported to with the Anywhere But Here is freaking awful. You get teleported to the worst places ever.
Might be addictive.
God damn, that wasn't what I was looking for. Well, I'm probably gonna die with this plane trap, but on the off chance I don't, at least I'll get a fuck ton of kills. I have a spider bait though.
stranger to a woven web.
Like, there's strategies you can do to like exploit and get to like ridiculously high rounds, but like, I'm just, I don't know. It's just not really my thing, you know? But yeah, so moral of the story, if you have anything you would like to see from me, let me know. I'll try and do it. If you have any comments about what you like, what you dislike, or if you have any comments on anything that I said, I'm very interested in hearing it. You just need a YouTube account. You don't have to be subscribed. You just have to put yourself out there and know that I'll probably read it. And I probably will respond because I'm at the point where I can respond to everything that I get. There may come a day where I won't be able to, but I'll probably respond. And I usually like to heart them, but I think I'm gonna get out of that habit just so that people, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna stick to responding because even though I want people to feel welcome, but I know it can be a little weird for me to say I heart y'all. So like, but I do. I love all of you. But I think I'm going to stop doing that after this. You heard it here. I'm not going to be hearting comments anymore, even if I want to. I would rather respond. Just because I also want to encourage, I don't want to say I encourage hate necessarily, but I encourage, like, dislike. Like, I encourage you to say what you don't like and say that you don't like it. There's different when you're saying, like, really rude things. Like, in that case, if you want to challenge me, like, shame on you. But I might have to delete some, and I don't want to do that. So, we'll see. Because I just don't want anyone to feel unwelcomed in the comments section. I want people to feel encouraged and, like, want to read the comments. Which, of course, may have spoilers for the video, so keep that in mind. Maybe wait until the end of the video, unless it's a really long video like this, or you like reading comments while you watch or something like that. I do that a lot. I'm definitely guilty, but you sometimes get stuff spoiled. Can't deny that. Let's see.
Something in the swamp has awoken.
I used to like complain a lot about gobblegums, but I think they do a really good job making them rare. Like, it's not, you don't see them everywhere.
I am no stranger to a lack of ammo.
I wish I had some more impaler ammo. Oh, I do. Nice. That was exactly what I needed.
No ammo? Already?
I know, right? Okay, yeah, this may be my last segment if I don't die, but I break it up into segments. I mentioned earlier that I'm breaking up the old school zombies videos into parts, and that's just like to show a little bit of my editing process. Usually I do break them up into smaller videos, and then I convert them to videos, and then I put them together and I edit it one more time, just to like make sure everything is like connected properly and audio is properly balanced. But yeah, if you have comments about audio, that's something that I still have a little bit of difficulty with. So if you think the videos are too loud or too quiet, I think they really used to be way too quiet. If you watch some of my earlier Plague Tale, I'm a little upset about that, but I don't want to delete them. I think they're very important to have, but I think they're too quiet. I don't want to force people to like crank up their volume all the time. I'd rather force people to crank it down if they need. I don't know, it's tough. So let's see if I can pull an aftertaste and if I can survive with no Masamune and just no ammo.
My chances of survival without ammo,
But it would only depress me. When I played with Dempsey,
you really don't have to shout.
he had a bit of troublesome comments about like depression. Like, I was worried he might be a little depressed, low-key. He would say things like
The professionalism of any doctor who will prescribe
how difficult it is to get out of bed and stuff like that, and that made me kind of sad. But then he would also say like, this is the type of stuff that helps me get out of bed. So that was pretty cool. Takio was himself. I think he felt very at home on this map. And he mentioned that it made him a little upset to have to go against his own countrymen at this time, just because they were against him, if you saw in the opening cutscene. But I didn't get to play as Nikolai, and I don't know if that's some foreshadowing. Maybe I'll play as Nikolai and the Gorod Krovi. But we'll see, because I do, like I said, I want to do that with my friends. It turns out with Shadows of Evil, I have to do that with 4 people. We'll see. But like I said, a long time from now, we're definitely at that age where we're like figuring out, but I'm sure eventually everything will become more stable, and we'll be able to... Oh my god!
Our attacks have done little to improve the creature's
Oh my god, that scared the fuck out of me. My heart just jumped a little bit. But I have ammo. I do want to pack a punch the high velocity kicker, but what can you do? Yeah, I guess I just gotta let loose and see what happens. I usually don't like Deadshot Daiquiri as a perk, but you know, here it is all lit up again. I have it lit up because the person I buy them from was nice enough to include the LEDs in case I run out of battery for any of them. I would like to buy Double Tap if I complete Gorod Krovi, but it'll be a long time from now. This is a death trap, by the way. This is like, you always die here. And by you, I mean me. Like, why does that keep happening? Sheesh. It's a death trap. I like always die when I'm there. It only lasts 3 rounds, but if I can get that far, like I already beat my record, like I said, I'm happy with this new round.
Can you please stop with that? I have more pressing matters to attend to.
But like from those other games, like I said, the last 2 times is Takio and Dempsey. No, it's Takio and
Wait, I am a doctor.
no, Takio and Richtofen. I got to play as Richtofen again. Or no, I was Richtofen, and then I was Takio, and then I was back to Richtofen. I died at the boss fight, and that was upsetting. But before that, I died right there. I died right there after getting that first Masamune part, where you have to like electrify the panel and go underground and stuff. That was tough. And then Takio, the other time, I died like really early. I like just went down a lot. I don't even remember where I died. But the other Takio time, I died at the boss fight. So they all got down there except for Dempsey. I would get a little frustrated, but it's also good that it's difficult. It makes you really challenge yourself to like persevere. I really, really like that. And I like that this channel gives me an excuse to keep going. Like, I always knew this was something I wanted to do. Like, it was always really difficult for me to like grapple with the fact that like with life like priorities and stuff.
Actually, that's in poor taste. Sorry.
With you getting older and stuff, like having to focus more on school and extracurriculars and stuff. Like I said, in high school, I didn't have time for zombies as much anymore. And like as I got older, I was like, I don't know if I said there has to be a way, but I think the only way that I believe that I could play video games and have a good reason to do so without like my parents thinking I have an addiction or like something like that is if I like made it a career option. So yeah, like I'm willing to bet the farm on that. But of course, I got my degree and I'm still in that avenue. I'm an engineer in training and I'm available for the future to see. But I don't need to go into details about that. I also don't know how much companies want me to share that with everyone, so that's something I might have to discuss. But I definitely am glad that I'm doing this, and I'm so happy with the progress that I've made and the humble beginnings that I had, and like not knowing what I was doing. So if you are young enough, or maybe even you're not that young, but it does get harder to do as you get older, to like start something new. Especially because, like I said about longevity, if you want to be here for a long time, you got to start early so you can keep going while you're still able-bodied and able to work and like, nice. So yeah, just think about that. If you really want to start as soon as you can, but make sure you have the means and stuff. Like when I started my channel, I had the means. I was working a full-time job as part of my college curriculum, and so I was able to afford it. It was like after the COVID everything, so like I was remote, so I had a little bit more time. But after I came back, I had to continue on. And I'll never forget like purchasing Filmora. I bought the lifetime membership. I really like when places have that opportunity, but I know that not everything can offer that. Rosetta Stone is a great language service that also offers the lifetime, at least at the time of this. It shows the level of commitment. Like I'm willing to do this for the rest of my life, or as long as I'm able. That's why it was so scary when I wasn't able to speak for a little bit of time, that I thought I wasn't going to be able to work at this anymore. And I still get some chills thinking about that, but hey, I made it past, and here I am. A lot of it had to do with fear, believe it or not. Fear is a paralyzing thing. With everything that was going on in my life, it made sense that I was fearful. But believe it or not, it is possible to be afraid of success. It is possible to be afraid of fame. It is possible to be afraid of fortune. It is absolutely possible to be afraid of accomplishment. So, sometimes we restrict ourselves, and try not to fall into that if you can help it. I want to get that power up. We'll see if I can make it. Clearly I can't make it, and these zombies aren't even dying anymore. Alright, well fuck it. I'm not gonna be able to kill them. But I'm over it now. I'm over that fear, and I'm sorry for yelling right there. I'll definitely lower the audio on that like I usually do when I'm too loud. I am definitely no longer afraid of success, so that's why I'm doing this right now, and maybe I'll grab some more rainbow water, see what's up. Just to hold it in my bucket and have a really nice, pretty loading screen.
Somehow the sewer's vile stench has infected my eyes, and it's even now traveling down the optic nerve in my brain.
I haven't heard that one before. I really wish I could double packer punch this. Let's see if I can. Oh wow, they're trying to corner me.
Nothing but dirt. Dirt beneath my feet.
If I get to the end of this round, I should be able to, but if I do it any earlier, I'm probably gonna die. But yeah, I definitely like what Cold War did.
This is an unfortunate turn of events.
I definitely like what Cold War did with allowing you to buy more than 4 perks. I feel like if you could buy 5 or you could buy 6, it would be different. I don't know. I see what things needed to change, but I definitely, trust me, I love going back. It's so great.
Slapping your claws at me.
Another means by which to pulverize the heads of the Horn.
I really like this water weapon, honestly. Like, I used to really hate it, but the Masamune is good. The KT4 is not very good. The Masamune is pretty good, though. I have a Skull of Non-Sapwe available, so...
Stay strong, Edward. There is so much to do. It's the opening of the gateway. A vessel for Naxos. I don't know if I can do this on my own.
Sometimes you gotta do it on your own. Nothing to be afraid of. I definitely think the most challenging part of this is the recording. Even though the editing takes a lot of time and can be challenging at times, but it's mostly just like, that's just like grinding, you know? It's difficult to put yourself out there. So like, don't be afraid if that is something that you're afraid of and nervous about and like not very confident with. If it's something you want to pursue, that's the first thing you have to get over. And it definitely took me a lot of time to put a video camera in addition to the audio. But if you want to start with just the audio, that's fine. Some of the first advice when I started a channel when I was 10 from somebody was that it was very obvious that I did post-production recording. I would record the game and then I would record audio over it and just like talk, commentate. Apparently it was obvious and I believe it, but I was only like 10, so I would play like Super Mario Galaxy 2. And that's when I was like, I don't think I was up for it at that time, but I thought about it, and it was challenging, because you have to calibrate it and everything, like, you have to record them simultaneously on different things, but you have to make sure that they're matched up, or it'll, you know, people will be able to tell, so... It's a whole thing, but if it's something you think you want to do, like, it was something that I've always, like, dreamt of when I was a kid and stuff, you know, watching YouTubers, but it was something I didn't really find to be too feasible until I was about 20. I think 20 was young enough. It would have been cool if I started earlier, but I'm okay with, like, it was time when it was time, and I'm glad I started when I did.
Do not look surprised. Your death was inevitable.
I can't reload anymore, wow. I was trying to reload and make use of the electric chair and I couldn't.
Touch me is to invite death. Perhaps one day we will not need bullets. Today is not that day.
Hells to the fuck yeah. Yeah, so you get 1 spider bait every round, and it is definitely an upgrade on the trip mines. Joe, for some reason, is a really big fan of the trip mines. The aftertaste isn't really good for anything because I can't buy Quick Revive. I wonder if I mean, if I wouldn't, I could like walk up to it, but it's not gonna let me buy it probably. How does that make any sense? How do I have 5 downs and 8 revives? How does that make any sense? At least it didn't disappear. That's kind of cute. Always usually disappears for me because I use all 3. I know some people don't like to use them all, but I do.
Surrounding the doctor is not an achievement. It is your death sentence. I told you not to make him angry.
They're so hard to kill. But since I'm killing so many zombies, the skull low-key gets rejuvenated like super fast. Ah, that's how it happened, huh?
Banging never stops, even when it does. Together, or all will die by my hand.
So yeah, I guess I'm just shredding right now.
We'll see if I get shredded by one of those
Fascinating.
thrashers.
I should like to examine its corpse when we are less busy. You are nothing to me. Just out of curiosity, what vegetable are you most
I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of like thinking about my channel. This is what I like to do sometimes when I'm just gaming. I just like think. I play games outside of my channel right now, but like that's the big thing is like I usually play games that I eventually want to record, but I still think while I'm doing it. It's still off screen, and I'm probably gonna keep using this controller when I do so. But I have a special controller that I'll probably show when the time is right that now I'm working with. But still, for the most part, this is the controller I use for most of the old school zombies. It'll change once I get to Bus Depot. Oh no, once I get to Farm. I think Bus Depot I still was using this controller. This is crazy. How many these spiders are so... Ay, ay, ay.
Do you mind? I have better things to do.
Maybe so.
I do not enjoy it.
I didn't get to 2,000 kills. And I didn't beat Takio's record on Drazendrock, but that's okay. I'm not mad about it. That was fun. Yeah. I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. And I hope you can be too. I guess I have better things to do. I've been reading Journey to the Center of the Earth, if anyone's curious about that. I turned off the light to signify, but this is me. I love Deadshot Daiquiri. I'm glad I got to do it as Richtofen. Like I said, I was a little sad to hear about Dempsey, but I did play as him in the Origin, so maybe it would make sense if I played Nikolai and Gorod Crowley, but that's not up to me. I just play with whoever they give me until it's successful. That was something that was weird about Black Ops 4 is you could choose who you played as. But, yeah. I started level 67 and I finished on level 70. That's pretty cool. I got 6 liquid diviniums. I didn't know you could get that many. I guess they're trying to reward me. I used 6 gobblegums. I somehow had 8 revives and 6 downs. How did I revive myself more than I downed? I guess the self-medication doesn't count as a down, maybe. And I finally completed this one. That took me a while because I don't really pack a punch all that often. Oh, that'll be easy. But the thing is I'd have to play it. Let's see what these weapon kits. What did I unlock? I leveled it up, I guess. I didn't really use it that much. That's cool. By the way, yeah, nah. We'll see. Maybe, I'm just recording other videos right now that I don't want to tell y'all what I'm working on until it comes that time. I think you'll thank me for it. I'm trying to keep things current, but I'll spend these liquid diviniums at Dr. Monty's factory, and we'll see. I did uninstall this game, and I reinstalled it, so that's why you saw I didn't have Gorod Krovi and Revelations downloaded, but I do own them, but I'd have to, like, learn them, and I think I'm going to take a little bit of time off from that. Oh, nice power boost and on the house power back, and it was pretty good. Pretty good gobblygums. So, yeah, I definitely understand why they brought it into the game. Another thing with the Casual Chronicles is that I did not use gobblygums, and that was just to, like, give myself an extra challenge because I didn't want it to be too easy. But that's the thing, like, these maps are pretty challenging, so you need the gobblegums. I understand why they incorporated it, and I think they are coming back in Black Ops 6 from what I've heard, but I can't be certain about that. It has not come out yet, so we'll see how that happens. I'll definitely monitor it and I'll see, but most of the stuff you get from me will be old. Enjoy looking out for that though. Play it yourself if you want and look around. Feel free to let me know what you think about it. But this is my channel and I'm happy to be in control of it, but just know that you can't have an influence on me. Just try to make it positive. I am doing this for me, but I'm also doing it for y'all, okay? So just keep that in mind. Don't feel bad. You can speak your mind. I need you and I want you. So I hope you need me. I hope you want me more than you need me, but nah, if you need me, that's fine too. And if you want me, that's cool too. But like, make it purely, you know, through through means of let's see. I'm okay with some interaction, but you know, all I'm saying is that like, alright, this just got so stupid for no reason. Just yeah, know that there's a fuck me. This is so stupid. Just know that like there's definitely people in everyone's life that play certain roles, and I hope that for the majority of you, my place in your life is that someone you can go to when you need someone to listen to entertain, or to even reach out to via comment. Make it meaningful, think about it, and maybe I'll get back to you there. Let me know what you want to see, if you want anything to change, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. I do love you all though. I hope you enjoy your night, evening, morning, whatever it is that you're doing. Stay awesome. Peace out.